tracking the Sacramento mayoral race as well, and then we have Jeannie Wynn too. But let's start with Becca. She's at a watch party, I believe, for Dr. Flo Kofer.
Yeah, Laura, a lot of excited supporters here for Dr. Flo Kofer, or Dr. Flo as she goes by. That's despite the fact that just a few minutes ago, with 12% of the ballots returned and counted, at least in the results, the initial results, we're seeing Flo Kofer is squarely in fourth place at this point. The top three, Dr. Pan, Steve Hansen, and Kevin McCarty, are all within 300 votes of each other. Flo Kofer is more than 1,000 votes apart from the third place person. But again, as Andy mentioned, it's still very early in the night. This all kicked off with Dr. Flo, this whole mayoral race, because she was the first candidate to declare her candidacy. That was back in April. Now this public health professional joins three others as the top front runners. She joins former Sacramento City Council member Steve Hansen, current Assembly member Kevin McCarty, and former State Senator Dr. Richard Pan. The other two candidates are U.S. Marine Corps Captain and Personal Trainer Jose Antonio Avina II and Asset Protection Manager Julius Engel. Now this afternoon I spoke with current Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg. He and political analysts I spoke with say the top two vote getters who will go on to the November election could be any combination, likely of the four front runners. Here's how Mayor Steinberg breaks it all down.
One candidate for mayor is calling for fundamental change in the direction of the city and towards a more progressive side. And it'll be interesting to see how Dr. Kofer does. There are other candidates who are, again, backed by the business community. One in particular, former Councilmember Hansen. Senator Pan has a little bit of that profile as well, who are saying that some of the views of the business community in terms of homelessness and other issues, that must be the policy of the city. You have Assemblymember McCarty, who brings an array of experience from the legislature, who I think I would describe him as more center-left.
He emphasized the fact that Sacramento's form of government, council manager, means the mayor's vote is just one among nine. He says while the mayor can set the tone and be the face of the city, it ultimately takes consensus among a majority of council members to get things done. So Mayor Steinberg is also closely watching the races of the open council districts too. Now we have team coverage on Sacramento's mayoral race. ABC 10's Luke Clary and I are covering the various watch parties throughout the city as candidates see the results roll in. Keep in mind with four front runners and with predicted lower voter turnout, we'll find out about those numbers shortly. It really could be anyone's race at this point. Those top two vote getters we might not know until some of the mail-in ballots dropped in those blue post office boxes today and yesterday finally arrive at the county, and the county poll workers count those. So again, we could know the top two vote getters in the mayoral candidates race tonight if the split is very far, but at this point, I'm looking at the results that just came in. Richard Pan is in first place, Steve Hansen's in second place, Kevin McCarty's in third place, and again, they are all within 300 votes of each other, and only 12% of those ballots are included in these results. So there's a lot more to watch with this race coming up. We'll be watching it closely and bring you the latest results tonight at Late News tonight at 11.